What's up, what's up, what's up? It's your man Chaz Ellis once again, and a lot of you ladies ask me how to get guys to stop approaching you. Yeah, that's right, how to get them to stop approaching you. Now I know what you really mean is how to get players to stop approaching you, how to get creeps to stop approaching you, how to get the scum that you really don't want to come up to you to stop coming up to you. I get it, because I know for a fact that if Prince Charming was riding up on his white horse, or if the man of your dreams was coming to you, you wouldn't want me to get him to stop. I understand that you want people who are trying to use you, trying to play you, to stop approaching you and stop trying to play you. Totally get it. That's why this video is about how to get players to stop approaching you. Now, to get players to stop approaching you, the first thing you have to do is understand what actually attracts players. I'm talking about real players, the ones that want to come up, take what they want, and then walk away. What players are attracted to is three things: bitterness, hopelessness, and desperation. Those are the things that make players go, woo, I'm ready to come on in. When a player sees one of those things or all three of those things, they know for a fact that they have a space that they can come to and they can basically use you because they know you're not going to go anywhere else. When they see someone who is bitter, they're going to feed into that bitterness. This is why if you post some negative things on social media, whether it's about men or about your own life or about a specific man, a lot of times a player will come in and co-sign. Oh yeah, you're right, girl. All of these dudes are like that. And yeah, he was wrong and blah, 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 blah. What they're trying to do is feed into your bitterness. They want to see what parts of you are angry. They want to see what parts of you don't take responsibility for your own life and your own actions, because that helps them to come on in and start using you and abusing you in the way that they want to. It helps them to take control of the situation. When they see that bitterness, they know that you feel like you don't have control over your own life. They know that you're blaming others. So that makes them have the ability to come on in and start using that in order to get you to give them control and to give them your power. That's what a player is trying to do. Now, when a player sees hopelessness, that's a beautiful thing for a player. I know it's a sad thing, it's upsetting for the rest of us, but when you're a player, that's what you're looking for, that hopelessness. Why? Because when someone is hopeless, that means the bar is set extremely low. That also means that they're not going to think that there's anything better out there for them. So they have no choice but to tolerate whatever you do. So when a player sees that you're hopeless, and you can show your hopelessness through a lot of different ways. Sometimes it's just in your face. Sometimes it's just in the way you walk around. Sometimes it's in the conversation that you have with friends that you don't know other people are listening to. This attracts players. Players see that you have this feeling of hopelessness, and they know that you're going to put up with anything that they decide to do. They know for a fact that they can use that hopelessness to make you feel like you'll never find anything better or anyone better. Some of y'all have already dealt with this before, dealing with players, but this is kind of what they do. They tap into that feeling of hopelessness. They feed that feeling of hopelessness. They might even come out and say certain things that are, negative towards men, to make you think that, yeah, they're on board with you or they're on your team. But the reality of the situation is they're just trying to make you feel like there's no hope out there. There's nobody out there that's good or better than them, so you'll tolerate everything that they do. Now, the next thing they look for is that desperation. When they see that you're desperate, when they see you don't have anything else going on, a player's going to jump in. They're going to take that as the opportunity to be able to make sure that all you have is them. They see that you're desperate, they might come in with flowers and candy and sweetness and kindness and all that other kind of stuff. They might come in and do all of those things. But the real purpose, the main reason why they're doing what they're doing is to make sure that you have nothing to fall back on. They understand that you're already kind of desperate. They understand that you may not have a lot of friends. They may understand that you don't have other guys that you could talk to or things like that. And they see that desperation. Now they come in and try to be your everything. They're only going to be it for a little while, but they try to be your everything. Now they can use the fact that they know you don't have anywhere else to go. They know you don't have anything to do on a Friday night. They can use that to leverage you in a situation where you have to put up with their crap. So if they disappear for 3-4 weeks, they know they can come back on a Friday and you're going to be bored. They know they can come back and give you a little phone call, a little text message, and the fact that you're bored and you have nothing else going on is going to make you tolerate their bull crap. So players look for these things because they know for a fact that the more desperate you are, the more likely you are to put up with their crap, and the more likely you are to let them just get away with anything and be a part of all the other girls that they have. Now that you know what players are looking for, one of the biggest things you have to realize is these things that attract players are actually repellent to the good dudes. Okay, when you could get somebody that's actually a good guy, that's going to be around you, that's going to care about you, that's going to want to be with you, this is going to be repellent to them. When they see that you are bitter, they want to head for the hills. When they see that you are hopeless, they want to head for the hills. When they see that you are desperate, they want to head for the hills. So this makes it so that only people who approach you are going to be players. So you're saying, I don't want men to approach me. I don't want to talk to anybody. But really, it's because you're only attracting the players with a player lifestyle. They're the only people who are going to be attracted to the things that you're giving off. Now, you may not be saying negative things on social media. You may not be having these negative conversations with your friends. But when you walk into a room and you have these feelings and they're deep inside and they're things that you're thinking about constantly, you are giving those things off and you're causing other people not to want to be around you. You're causing people to see a face that you're making. You're causing people to see the setting that you put yourself in, the clothes you wear, the drink you order, all kinds of things that you're giving off just because of what's going on internally. This is scaring off all the good dudes and bringing the players to you one by one. This is why you might go out one night and get attracted and attract 3 or 4 different players that might come up to you, and you see nice guys that you could tell might be good dudes. They might be off just not even talking to you, not coming up to you at all. So when you start thinking differently on the inside, you start attracting different types of people, and that's helping you to become more successful in terms of your relationships, in terms of the type of guys you attract. And a lot of times players really don't want to deal with heavy competition. They want to get a girl who's not attracting good dudes. They want to get a girl who's not attracting people who are serious about her. They want to get a girl who's giving off certain things that allow them to be able to come in with no real competition, so the girl's got to put up with anything and everything that they're willing to do. All right, hopefully I was able to help you out. Once again, it's your man, Chaz Ellis. Make sure you go to the ChazEllisProject.com to support the book and also get an advanced copy. You can also do that by going to Patreon.com and getting an advanced copy supporting the book there too. It's your man, Chaz Ellis. Oh yeah, make sure you like and subscribe and share this video with somebody else. Peace.